Hi guys, we're here to do another writing lesson on huts. So in the background you can see my family and I have made a hut, and we've used some blankets, we've used some towels, we've used some stools, we've used chairs, we've used cushions, and we've used some pegs to keep our roof together and to make it nice and dark. I think we're going to have afternoon tea in here, and my kids are trying to convince me to sleep in here. We're not all going to fit in there, but we'll see what happens, okay? So we've got a beautiful wee story, it's just a little mini story written by a guy called Gavin Bishop. Now Gavin Bishop, the book, he writes lots of little stories, and it's called Piano Rock. And all the stories are set around Kingston, which is just out of Queenstown, so it's very, very local, so it's really quite cool. Okay, so I'm going to read you that, then we'll talk about our own story. Most of all, though, we like making huts. We made huts in the shed at home. We made huts in the willows along the creek. We made huts under the pine trees at school. There we heaped up the needles into low walls. Each day the huts got bigger and bigger. We worked in groups of 3 or 4, adding more and more rooms. Vast roofless mansions spreading in every direction under the trees. We would carry on making these until someone would shout, "Our hut's bigger!" "No, it's not." "Yes, it is." "No, it's not." "Yes, it is." This would go on and on and on until someone ran forward and booted a hole in the wall of one of the huts. That quietened down the builders, and then they would continue building the damaged hut until they heard Mr. McLeod calling out, "Inside for afternoon school." So that was our little story from Gavin Bishop, which was a really nice one. Just described the whole huts. One of the things we're going to be looking at when we do our piece of writing today is we've got the criteria here, and I'd like you to think about writing your hut, whether you make your hut today. It'd be neat if you did, or if you think back on a time where you've made a hut at a different time. So I want you to write to describe a time when you built a hut. I want included the words that are spoken or shouted. So include direct speech. I want speech marks, this is the criteria, so I want speech marks, and I want you to start each time someone talks on a new line with a capital letter, okay? So here are the speech that they did in their story, and I've written out, I put our punctuation in red so we can really see it. And if you've noticed that the writer has put each time the person's speaking on a different line. Our hut's bigger than yours. So around here is the speech marks. And they've got, it looks like a wee 66 and 99, and then they've got the exclamation mark here that makes it full of expression, okay? No, it's not. And again, a new line, capital letters, the punctuation there. Yes, it is. Again. Yes, you're right. There's another capital, and it's on another new line with the exclamation mark there, and we've got the speech marks. No, it's not. Again, new line, capital letter, and the punctuation. So this is what we're looking at today with our writing. I'd love you to add some of your own direct speech. It might be yelling at your brother or sister to help throw me the rug, or mum might be shouting, "Come for morning tea." It could be anything that's at home, it doesn't matter, but we really want to see that direct speech with the new line, the punctuation marks, and the capital letter at the beginning. So again, I'll just go through the criteria quickly. Write to describe a time when you built a hut. I want you to include words that are spoken or shouted. Include speech marks. Start each speaker on a new line with a capital letter. I'm really excited to hear and read about your hut stories, so please make sure you share them with all your teachers. Thank you. See you again.